Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a great day. Now today we are going to be getting rid of the trusty old ratchet strap. Ooh, exposure. The trusty old ratchet strap that has been holding down the hood on Penny since I bought her. And we're going to be installing some actual hood latches that I bought off Amazon. I'm actually quite nervous because I've never installed hood latches like this before, and I'm going to have to be cutting a weird shape into the hood. But I've watched a couple of YouTube videos and I'm pretty much a pro at it now. So yeah, let's get straight into it. We're going to take this ratchet strap off and start lining up and figuring out where we're going to be putting these pinholes. Alright, so hood is open, ratchet strap is off, and I think where we're going to be putting, pretty much what we're trying to figure out right now is where we're going to be putting these pins. I think they're called strikers. These guys right here, I think their technical name is strikers. I'm probably going to be referring to them as pins the whole video. But we're pretty much trying to figure out where we're going to be placing these. Now, I did have hood pins on Beep, my 98 XJ over there. If you don't know what Beep is my 98 XJ that we're completely restoring, 110 swapping, diesel engine swapping, whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe. But I had the push button hood pins. I didn't have the actual like hood latch hood pins. And I think my cross piece here was missing these two bolts because there was two holes here, and I'm pretty sure I had the hole right here, or I put the pin in right here. So I think I'm just going to take this bolt out on both sides, and then that's where we're going to be putting the hood pins. So I need to take the header panel off anyway, because in order to tighten this underneath, we're going to be able to have to get in there, so we're going to have to take the header panel off. And I've shown me taking the header panel off like hundreds of times, so I'm going to do that off camera, and then we'll get straight back into getting these hood pins in. So I got the header panel off. Sadly, one of my lights kind of fell out and it ripped the wiring out, so I'm going to have to rewire these, which sucks. But we got this out, and I don't think it was these two. One of these two bolts that I had unscrewed. I think it was this. So I'm going to unscrew this real quick and see if we can get the hood pin in through there. We're going to have to cut this bar, which the hood latch latched onto up here, which I've already removed. So I'm going to have to cut that real quick, which shouldn't be a problem. And then we're going to see if we can get the hood pin in through that hole right there. Alright, so we got this side on, as you can see, looking good. And then off camera, I did this side really quickly. I keep fucking hitting my head on this thing, and it's pissing me off. But I got this side in off camera. I can already tell that these things are made extremely cheaply. This metal is like the cheapest aluminum I've ever fucking dealt with. So hopefully that'll be okay. Now, here comes the hard part. We did the easy part of getting, or trying to figure out a location to put the pins and then putting the pins in. Now we need to make it so that the pins line up with a hole up here on the actual hood. And the way people do this is you get either like toothpaste or like detailing compound or something, and you put it on the top, you close the hood, you see where the mark is, and then you drill a hole. The only problem is the biggest drill bit that I have, which is this one right here, isn't bigger than the pin itself. So I might have to go and use this, the smallest hole saw I have, and it should be fine because we're gonna have to cut out the whole section for this anyway, and it's not gonna be too big where it's gonna like fuck everything up. Hopefully that made sense. But yeah, I'm gonna set the camera up and we're gonna see if we can drill some holes. Alright you guys, so as you can see, we have our holes now. Toothpaste trick worked out real well. Like I said, you can literally use like any type of cream really, or toothpaste, or yeah. But, ow. This fucking tent, I swear to God, it keeps fucking hitting me in the head and it's pissing me off. Anywho, now is the hard part. We have to get the templates right here, which since I bought some really shitty cheap ones on Amazon, it didn't come with the best templates. But pretty much what you do is you line it up like this, you trace it out, and then you have to cut this hole out. So I'm gonna try and figure that out, try not to fuck it up, and yeah. Alright, so I was starting to lose just like a little bit of hope, and the best thing about owning a Jeep is when stuff doesn't come out completely perfect, it's fine because it's a Jeep. But pretty much what was happening is this set, usually what you get with like a nicer, like the Aerosmith ones, I know those are like the really high grade ones, are like $100 instead of $30. They come with a bottom piece, and you pretty much sandwich this. The hood goes in the middle, and then there's a plate that goes on the bottom, and you screw them together. This doesn't have that. It comes with little washers and screws and nuts, and you're supposed to go from put a screw through and then a washer and then a nut, and it still works kind of fine. But the Jeep hood is so thick. Oh my goodness, that's like the 100th fucking time. Anyway, pretty much the Jeep hood is too thick and the screws don't reach through. So what I had to end up doing is getting some self-tapping screws, and we have it in, and it actually looks a lot better than what the flat ones would look like. It kind of looks a lot more rugged. That's the word I'm looking for, rugged. But it works really good. This bitch ain't going nowhere. It's locked right now. Where did I put the key? Oh boy. Okay, so I found the keys. Pretty much what you do is you press this button to get the tab up. This pulls it open, and then you can open it and close it. And I'm still lining it up, as you can see. Get my screwdriver, but to close it, you won't usually need to use a screwdriver, obviously. But for now, since it isn't properly lined up all the way, I do. But pretty much you close this, and then you can lock it, and yeah. So they're in. They look really freaking good. I'm gonna mess around with trying to get this aligned a little bit more, and then it's on to this side. Alright, so after like hours and hours of opening the hood, closing the hood, realigning everything, and then trying to just repeat and repeat and repeat, I finally got it somewhat done. We got this side in. As you can see, it opens. And then we got this side. Also opens. Oh, there we go. And then the hood can open and then close it. Gotta push it down. The only thing about this side is, where did my screwdriver go? Over here. You have to push the pin to the right a little bit for it to want to close. And no matter how much that I push this pin over, it's always like this. So I don't know There you go. But you can close it. So yeah, I don't know like what's going on with that, but this one should close fine, and then it definitely is not going anywhere. And I'm super happy with how this turned out. The sun is going down, so I'm gonna throw the header panel back on real quick, and then we're gonna see what it looks like with it fully being all together. All right, you guys, so this is what it's looking like all back together. It looks super freaking cool. It kind of adds to like the off-road aesthetic of Penny, and I dig it. I really like it. But yeah, I think this is where I am going to be ending off today's video. Let me know what you think of the new hood latches. I'm super freaking happy with them. They are super freaking cool. I'm going to put a link to them down in the description if you want to check them out for yourselves. And yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Fuck this tent. I will see you in the next one. Peace.